Okay, exercise family. Eric Gridiron Smith here. Revo Cat. As you can see, got the R in the building. And make sure this works for me and all that. Official with it now. Fitnessmodels.com. I'm representing on a fitness model aspect. You know, keep things going. I wanted to talk about something though, man. And it relates to this. Alright? You know, a lot of people always say what things aren't and what things are. Right? And I want to say this. It's all about effort. It's all about ambition. And I feel that we have lost ambition. And what I mean by that is we have lost that ambition that we had to strive on. Think about this, right? We as a people in general tend to look at things in an objective and subjective manner. Like, people automatically object to the idea of doing certain things. For instance, alright? For instance, people object to the fact that we are out of shape, we need to straighten up, or we're gonna just plan out and expire. Let's be real with it. And they look at that like, oh, you think what you're doing is all that? You think what you're doing is all this? Those are the people who aren't doing. Not the people who are doing. The people who are doing are complimenting those that are taking the steps to accomplish and those who are actually accomplishing. Alright? And the reason why I say that, right? And this is why I back this up, right? Because I looked it up. I was like, alright, fitness model. Oh, okay. I love the outline of it. I love the outline of it. I never heard of them. They never heard of you. That's why it's an application process. It's an application process because this is an organization that wants only the best. And when I say the best, I'm not talking about looking the best. People who are the best. Who go out of their way. Who does things to change the lives of themselves and others. From inspiration. Movements. I live in Richmond. And I'm the first person to be honest with you. This is one of the most unresponsive areas I ever lived in when it comes down to their own health. You have people out here that will actually pay for their demise instead of paying for their health in life. They put a material aspect on everything. It's so one-sided. To me, sometimes I be like, I don't understand how if this person tell you that I put worms in this food just as a filler, or I use other materials as a filler for this fake food that I'm giving you, you say, I don't want to do the healthy stuff because it costs too much. So I'll do the unhealthy stuff because it's cheap. Okay, let's look at it. You got an Infinity. You got a big house. You spend a lot on your clothes. But you eat the cheapest food that they can give you. And your excuse is the healthy food is too cheap. What type of sense does that make? Okay, you go to the doctor office, right? Put it like this. I went to the eye doctor. My eye exam cost like, I think like $200. A damn eye exam. Glasses start at $280. So you mean to tell me to get glasses, I gotta pay anywhere between $500 to $800 just to get it all done. And without medical insurance, how many of us would pay for that? So in my defense, for the fitness industry, if you took better care of yourself, you would have a different aspect. And with that being said, right? With that being said, you mean to tell me that a doctor visit is cheaper than that? We talking about an eye exam costs $200 and Pearl Vision. A doctor visit cheaper than that? Imagine if you didn't have medical insurance. Then would eating healthy be so cheap? No, it would not be. You know why? Because you wouldn't be able to afford to go to the doctor. You wouldn't know what to do. And the first thing people would do is blame it on the government instead of sitting back and telling yourself, had I been eating correctly, I would not be going through this. Had I been exercising more often, I would not be going through this. Had I been watching the poisons and the chemicals that I put in my body, I would not be going through this. Instead, you point the finger at somebody else instead of yourself. How can you point the fingers at somebody else when it's your fault that you like that? Man, when I was skinny, I couldn't blame nobody else. I hired a trainer just to tell me, what do I need to do to get some weight because I'm 25 years old and I weigh 130 pounds and I'm 6 feet tall. I need to change this. My doctor said my metabolism was super high. How do I build on that? He gave me a plan to build on a high metabolism. I had to pay for that. And you know what? I'm glad I did. It saved me thousands of dollars, numerous doctor's appointments, mad strain and medication entering my body. Because they wanted to give me a medication to slow down my metabolism so I can gain weight. No. I went all natural. I went from weighing 130 pounds, eating clean foods, not that bull. I stopped eating fast food. I used to be a fast food junkie. I'm gonna be real with you. I was a fast food junkie until I found out that I don't need to eat that fast food because it was killing me. Slim, about to get high blood pressure and diabetes. At 130 pounds, 6 feet tall, I was skinny. Y'all saw my before and after pictures, and I'll post one up. I'll post one of my before and after pictures, you know what I'm saying? My whole purpose was to gain healthy weight, and which I have done. I'm now 6'2", 205 pounds. I was 6 feet, 130 pounds. It took me a couple of years. It didn't happen overnight. I didn't go from point A to point B in 6 months. It took me years. I'm talking about years. I'm talking about there was days I used to be like, man, I can't eat this. Man, I want something different. Man, I want that McDonald's I used to eat, or that Burger King Whopper, or them Wendy burgers and stuff like that. With French fries and all the stuff that was just killing me. But you know what the turn of events was? I became smarter. My eyes opened more. Like, that's when I learned that there's a neurological effect to the way we eat. I said, wow. When I stopped eating fried food, stopped eating all the sugary food, started eating more stuff that's going to have an antibiotic effect on my body instead of a catabolic effect on my body, guess what? My attitude went down. My hyperness went down. My metabolism still fast, but now I get to think more. And I have more consideration for life. See, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't eat fast food. Well, every once in a while, I might trick it up a little bit, eating some waffles, some pancakes, some syrup on it. You know what I'm saying? Might even have me a pack of cookies. Might even have some donuts. Not gonna say I eat clean all day, every day. No, but those only happen once in a while, not on a regular basis. How did I learn that? From the trainer that I hired. I thank him every day because he made me the person that I was. Because no one helped me. See, y'all have an opportunity to get help. Back in the early 90s, trainers was training. What that? We didn't even know what that was. But I used to box. My boxing trainer was a personal trainer and a workout dude. That's how I found out. Now y'all got the opportunity and you don't seize it. Instead, we have more diseases, more ailments, and more excuses. Everything is an excuse. Guess what? Question. And the only question that I need to ask, what happens when you get sick? Since you gotta take care of this, you gotta take care of that. What happens if the person who's not taking care of themselves, but take care of everything else, actually get sick. Then what happens? Oh, I'll tell you what happened. Everything you work so hard to keep together slowly starts to unfold because you didn't take care of yourself. You didn't take the steps that you needed to take to better yourself. Now you need somebody to take care of, and no one is there because you were so busy taking care of everybody else instead of taking care of yourself. Ask yourself, what happens to the person that take care of everything becomes ill or can't take care of themselves? This is a real talk right here. I'm out, Ace.